this show off right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with me, cause
It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight.
let's get the topic straight, let's get things good, let's do everything that we should.
It's Project Open Mic. Let's kick the show off right.
Let's open our minds and take out our style. Let's see what's going on in the world tonight.
It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's kick the show off right. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's kick the show off right. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight.
Okay, what is going on, everybody? I want to thank you again for joining another Project Open Mic. It's your boy Tig, and it's gonna be a short, sweet show tonight. This is one of those shows where you have to think about stuff, so that's what we talk about. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, let's put my lovely face on the screen. Good evening, how you guys are doing? This is your boy Tig from Project Open Mic. So, tonight's show, really, I want to talk about basically life sometimes is simple. And it's not as complicated as a lot of people make it. Now, for those who don't know, and a shout out to the people out there, of course, on Facebook and stuff, they of course know. This week it was my birthday, and I think of it as right now. I think of it as a kind of retrospective of what I've seen going on. For me, I have I've seen a lot of things in my life, and I've seen people get killed in horrible ways. I've seen tragedy, but I've seen joy. I've seen people defy it. I've seen miracles, and even though 2021 has been a weird year for me, it has. In 2020 when the pandemic was going on, I thought it was going to be a crazy year itself, but it turned out to be not really. Now this year, yes, it's been crazy in regards. Now, I've been on this little green thing we call planet for a while, and I could tell you this on reality. This has been a weird year. Now, has some good stuff comes out of it? Yes. I mean, good stuff has come out of it. Seeing that my grandmother, who is 94 years old, bless her heart, and I hope she has many more years, is still walking on her own power, still talking, still doing a lot of stuff, which I hope she give me that genes. I've seen friends gotten houses, and I wish them the best of luck. New houses, moving on with their life. Hey, even in a spur of more for me. Hey, even I myself have gotten some good luck. shout out to my girl, but even I have lucky have met someone who showed me hopefully the true meaning of love, and love blossoms forever, as they say. So yes, so even I found somebody to date and have an inspiration of moving forward in my life, in my love life, I should say. So yes, when you see a lot of the no chase, straight no chaser, some of that stuff was before I met her. But hey, shout out to you, babe. And basically, it's been a long time since I've been showered with gifts. So again, that's why I say I thank her. Um, Also, I've seen some positive people who I didn't think would get children. They got children. So in many ways, I'm happy for them. So I've seen some good, but like I said, we've seen some bad. Like for me, this I'm sorry, a lot of people don't, and I know a lot of people have a little difference with this, but this presidency that I've seen, I'm sorry, by far, if I'm honest, being honest, but this is the worst presidency. This is the worst 9 months I've ever seen a president ever did. Like from day one to now, just pure messed up. But you already know Project Open Mic. We call it as it is. We call it straight up. But a lot of people don't see that way. But hey, I call it a spade, and go down what it is. But I do see that, like I said, I see good stuff, but then I also see things that's changing. I've seen now, we've seen obesity being one of the major factors of what's going on with COVID. So if you're a healthy person, you should get that. But people always think just because you're skinny or slim that you don't have comorbidities. You do. And I'm gonna do a video about that. I thought I was gonna do it tonight, but no, I'll do a video about that. But yeah, just because you're slim doesn't mean that you're healthy. You could have high cholesterol. You could have high blood pressure. You could have diabetes. You could have diabetes, genetical or whatever. You could have that. You could have cancer. You don't. Yes. So you have a comorbidity. That's mostly what COVID does attack. It's basically like the final is like the final straw that brought the camel back. You had something and that was the thing and it took it over. So I always tell everybody else, talk to your doctors. Be careful. Wear your gloves. Wear your mask if you have comorbidities, and be careful who you're around. Again, like I said, I've not been around my aunt once again because she has cancer. She's going through a lot of treatments right now. God bless that she, is not spreading. I hope it goes well, but she's very fragile, and I'm not gonna be around her, like that unless I have to. So you just gotta be careful. Now, of course, we got the elite, the elites, and people find people also don't forget the politicians are elites. They're not the elites. Those guys have, you have the mayor of Washington D.C. telling people to, do all the usual stuff, blah blah blah. Again, people will say, "Well, they're hypocrites." No, it's not that hypocrites. I've said it before. Again, they just don't give a. They don't care. They think you guys are peons and they're the best, they're the top, and whatever rules for thee, not for me. They don't care about that, so they do it. And as I said again, you're with President Trump saying this, or Biden saying this, or anybody saying this. Sorry, you'll have to live with this thing. You are not controlling this no time soon. Everybody's like, oh, if it transmits so easy, you think you're gonna do this? Including with the administration just a while ago, if you check my last couple of videos, admitting that they what is it? Illegal immigrants do not need to get vaccinated. I'm like, okay, you want people to be vaccinated, but you legally vaccinated. Then you got a new New York governor. First female New York governor, whoopee. I'll tell you, these firsts don't mean nothing. Sometimes these firsts are just stupid. Look what happened with the first black secretary, blah blah blah, whatever he was. John, I'm like, oh, that was a disaster. But and then you got Union Lee, like, oh, the first female secretary of state, Secretary of Treasury, and yeah, inflation, Money is crazy. Bonds going out of whack. Yeah, we're doing a bang up job. But I will say this: I do feel bad that we're walking away from simple life. Now, I myself, I'm a computer geek. I'm a techie. I like tech. I like computer. I like science. I like stuff like that. That's what I am. But it is sometimes we walk away from simple life, and simple life just it's weird. A lot of people don't want to even partake in it anymore. We have a lot of people, men, in most cases now in certain demographics, men know how to cook more than women. Like, what is going on there? That shouldn't not really what happened, but they are. And then we're getting more of the ignorance of men and women, both saying, "Oh, well, I got my own place. I got my own place. I got my own car." I got like again. I've said it once. I said it a million times. I'm gonna keep on saying it. You're supposed to. You're supposed to have that. You are an adult. Nobody should be babying you. If you have your own house, you're supposed to, or at least a roof over your head, your own transportation. You're supposed to. Well, you want mommy and daddy to carry you all the way until you're in your 30s. Bad enough. Most kids stand with their parents until they're 25 and stuff like that, and they don't go out into the world. And some of these kids fall on some ignorance and stuff like that. We got a lot of men right now. Said it in the show up in the past. A lot of men right now that are very very effeminate. They don't act like a man. They don't. I watched a video today with this man, and you will see that in Straight No Chasers. Trust me, you'll see that in Straight No Chasers because this was ridiculous in my opinion. How the heck? So on YouTube, there's a thing called Second Chance, and sometimes there's men who are douches, and sometimes there's women. And now again, as I said before, I am not standing up for any guy who did anything that's a jerk or whatever. Dude, if you cheated on your woman and she didn't do nothing wrong, then you're a jerk. And same vice versa goes to the females. If you cheated on your man, and you also was a jerk. But it's funny how society plays out things. And in this video, this woman cheated with cheated on her boyfriend that they met in church. Remember, funny how that works. They met in church, cheated on her boyfriend, and stole $8,000 from him. Now, I'm like, what? Oh heck no! But the way that but she played the game and said, "Well, I only did that because I was lonely." I'm like, wait a minute. If the guy did that, a lot of you women were like, "Oh, he's a bad. You had no reason to cheat. You blah 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 blah." I'm not even going with it. I'd rather put it in Straight No Chasers. You'll see it. Just weird. But like today, but like I said, effeminate. We got a lot more effeminate men keep on rising and rising. Like I said, like today, I had to go take take my vehicle from the dealership. Found out that something was wrong with one of the tires. There's a deformity. I didn't want to drive with a deform on tires. So yeah. You know what's funny? A lot of guys, it's not a lot, but it's a growing pain. There's a growing pain of guys who don't know how to change a tire, who don't know how to change a battery. It's getting sad that we are now using giving up our own autonomy because of computers and everything. We're giving our own autonomy. That's why in Wally you saw that Wally the humans were fat blobs, which is funny how America is going that again, because again, obesity is number one, basically coming to be the number one killer of young people when it comes to COVID. Nobody wants to talk about that. Oh, she was young and strong and they took away. No, She was obese. And again, I'll do that video, you'll see it. Nobody should die, but come on now. But it was, like I said, I had to change my own tire, which I've done in many cases, so it doesn't bother me. But there's guys who don't know. I can understand women to a degree, and there's some women who can't change their own tires. And with those women, shout outs to you. You have the strength to go over the torque. You could do that. Good on you. But some can't. I mean, majority of women to men can't. But there's a growing number of males who growing up who can't change their battery. I saw you see these videos as well so on Chasers where these guys was giving them help. Kind of car was stalled. They say, "Oh, we don't need your help. We could do it all by ourselves." And they were like, "Oh, okay." And I can explain out the situation. The woman, they were gonna jump a car from another car. Now I didn't finish watching this, but I know what's gonna happen because I've not done this, but I've seen this. And they put back down the hood on a car that's getting jumped. Now, if that car hood has it's two things. That car hood has a felt on it, then in most cases nothing will happen. But if it doesn't, and a car is negative charge, and if that negative value is connected to that, oh, they could fry the whole car. Hell, you can even blow up the car because if your battery is giving out fumes, and you put the hood down so there's no air to blow it away, it could just. But I didn't finish watching the video, so I didn't see what happened. But yeah, I saw that girl put on the hood. I was like, oh no. But oh well. I've seen another video where this lady, this woman was saying about we don't need men for a lot of stuff. Computers could do everything for us. Now we don't need men. I'm like, a computer needs power. When power goes off, what you gonna do? Swear. You're gonna need those guys. Trust me. It's like when you see a lot of people like, oh, we don't defund the police. We don't need the police. Okay. Then when things go wrong, who do you call first? The police. Where? But we're seeing that. We're seeing people not learning to cook. Now I give it up to those delivery services that gives like Hello Fresh and all that stuff. They give you the food in proportions and stuff like that. It's still easy to go to the grocery store and pick out your food and cook it. Quite easy. Like tonight, for me and my girlfriend, I cooked up I had some cauliflower. I put it in the blender. I turned it into cauliflower rice. I froze it. One jumbo cauliflower is $2.94, and it fed. I said I got about 8-9 meals out of it, and that's with other people because I use it initially, and me and my sister ate like 2 meals out of it. Then I put the rest and froze it. Then I took that, cut it in half. Then me and my sister again ate 2 meals out of that. So there's not 9, okay, 2 meals out of that. And then tonight I use the last piece, and basically there's 3 meals out of it, but 1 meal out of it for me and my girlfriend, and then 1 meal left back. So that's 2 meals out of that. That basically is 4, 10, 11. Like, yeah, 11 servings out of 1 big head of flour that I got from Sam's for $2.94. $2.94 cauliflower. That you could season it, you could do stuff like that. But that's just a meal. And also cauliflower don't have the starch or whatever, so it's more healthier for you. You just gotta be careful on it in seasoning. It does absorb a lot of seasoning, right? But you don't want to overdo it with having a lot of salt and stuff. Cause that kind of then you got high blood pressure. No, you want to nicely season it to get it balanced. Okay, to carry that. But that itself was just, you know, amazing. And that will help people. It will help curb. It will help curb weight. It would help do. It would do so many things while eating. You have that. Like I've done a stuff, and I might do a video on this as well too, because I'm working on a new channel on YouTube called T3 Life, and we're gonna do stuff about food and how to do things. But I've said before that you're gonna spend a lot of money to make it stretch. You know where a person keeps rich. Don't spend a lot of money. Some of the richest people I know are most stingiest people I know. So yeah, I mean you can go out. I'm not saying not go out once in a while because when you want to break up the consistency and normalcy of things. I get that, but yeah, you just gotta go out there and look at all kind of recipes and pull what you can pull. It's definitely gonna change a lot of things in your life. Cause to me, it's so funny. There's so many videos out there how to do this, how to do that, all this stuff. But people watch it, they do it for a while, and then they stop. So right now, we need to. It's just weird to see a lot of people right now just does not take care of themselves. Mostly, like right now, like I said, 80% of black people, not black people, 80% of black women are obese. Number one killer for women is heart disease. That's the number one killer. And if we can't take care of our bodies, as George Carlin said, then what do you think is going to happen when a disease comes, uh, right now comes around and it goes like this? Also, we don't have like I shout out to all the YouTubers out there who show how to do stuff with houses and show stuff with how to do certain things. Like, like they redesign a house or do a project with a house or cameras or drawing or find this side hustle. I got no problem with that as long as it's legal. I like to see all the different things out there that people do. You see a lot of people showing documentaries and seeing life through a different way. Love those things. I mean, I could tell right now, like I barely watch Hollywood blockbusters really as much as much now because there's so many ways to be entertained. There's many podcasts, like my podcast, of course, and talking about different all the different topics, of course. There's so many things that's going on. And I think we should not take it, we should take it easy. But sometimes the simplest things is the simplest thing that's make you happy. And sometimes it's the simplest things that also that's not gain given the attention to that cause problems. Like it, I'll say this, like some people think my mind is complex, some, not all. And some people think I'm too, straightforward. I get it. I also want to say when I was young, I kind of learned how it's basically human nature, how human nature do certain things, and then you go from there. That's the way I look at things. Oh, sorry. Like when it comes to relationship, having a foundation, having a communication, having the transparency, that is all good. And then, like I said, like I saw a video today with this woman, the girl who stole the $8,000, and she was telling the guy like, "Oh, I mean, I like how everything was at the beginning." And I'll say this: I try my best to be upfront with anybody, anything I'm saying whenever it comes to dating life. But I know in reality that it's gonna settle in pretty soon because it's human nature. I was like, "Oh, you gotta spice things up, keep it spicy." Even trying by saying you try to keep things spicy will become redundant, and it's gonna be redundant, and also in a way it's gonna be human nature to start because you're gonna force yourself and burn yourself out quickly and all this stuff. So yes, things are gonna be repetitious. You are gonna get a rut. As I always said, a relationship into a marriage is hard work. It's great to have it, but it's definitely hard work. A lot of people need to understand that it's not easy work. If you don't set up your boundaries and stuff at the beginning, things can go way out of whack. But it's always the simplest keys that keeps relationship going sometimes. Another thing is sometimes I would tell anybody out there, look, you're gonna get burned out. You're gonna get a lot of stress. Some people snap, and I hope they don't take nobody with them if they snap. But sometimes, you know what? You don't need a vacation. Try to take a vacation if you can. Try to take whatever. But I would say if you could find a place where you could just relax and chill, because I example, last year, I'm gonna show this again. See if we can find it. Give me a second. I'll just put it on the screen. Like last year, with all the stuff that's going on with the COVID and work and everything, it got a little crazy. It got a little crazy. And when it got a little crazy, I was like, okay, I need to, I don't know, take a little break. So when I take a little break, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna head to North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina, so I head to the mountains just so I can get just a little breather. Now let me see if I'm gonna try and see if I can bring that up for you guys, just so you can see. So I'll put it there. But there you go. Okay. So like that. Like that's just me up in the mountains, just taking the drone, just going up there to relax. Just having fun. Just flying around the drone, trying to understand it. Enjoying my birthday in 2020 and just understanding how just to get a breather. And of course, you guys saw this last time, but yeah, just to get a breather. Just to relax yourself and just, what, like, okay, put your mind at ease. And it's needed. It is definitely needed. But people basically doesn't, how should I say this? They don't take a break. They don't chillax, as they would say. They don't chill. Because you need your brain constantly gain all this complex stuff. You need to just decompress. Now you try to decompress some days, and it's all good. Heck, I could let me see here. Sometimes I'm gonna show you another thing that I did, just to, like, right there. This is close. This is basically oops, wrong thing. This is close to my house. You know what I did? I just went. There's a lake beside my house. I just went and just chill by the lake. Did the joining again, but just chill and relax. Oops. Sometimes just make it very simple. So yes, we have complicated lives. Yes, we got a lot of stuff on our minds. Yes, we have many things we gotta do. We gotta keep our job. We gotta make sure our money's right. We know that, the complexity of many things. Heck, even today, like I stated before, with the same thing with the car, like I had to change my tire. I might be able to change my tire. I could change my body as well too. Another thing I did, because I had to do something with my car, I had to check out something. I did a little deploy and had to take. I went to the dealership to check out my car, make sure everything is good because the warranty is almost done. So I wanted to make sure everything is, because when I buy cars, I buy cars for the wheels drop fall off, and I had to do oil. So I said, well, since I know they're not gonna really check it for free, I said, okay, do an oil change. Now my car uses of course, use low viscosity full synthetic oil. Which I'm gonna double check to see if that's what they put in my system. I hope that's what they did because it says in the manual. But anyway, point taken. Here's the funny part: they charge. I had to pay almost $99 for the oil change. Oil change. Are you out your mind? But because I didn't want to get the diagnostic cost to check everything else, I did that because the diagnostic cost was $151. I've changed my oil for my old out from since, I would say, 2004. In 2004, I changed my own oil. They charge $99 for the oil. I could change my oil with the full synthetic, with Fram and all the ultra Fram and everything, the high quality Fram oil filter and everything. $35. Like I said, there's ways to do things and it's simple. Does it take time? Yes. Does it take work? Yes. Like I know, let's say my next door neighbors, the two neighbors I have, they have lawns and they hire people to cut their grass. I don't, and I know it's gonna take a while for me to get that luscious green grass that I want, but I'll put in the work and see what I could do it. I'm not gonna pay a lot of money for doing when I could try to do it myself. If if after a while I can't do it, I get it. But you know what the funny thing about it too? That's one of the times to get out there and exercise and do some work and get the body moving. The older I get, you gotta keep it moving. Like I said, my grandma is 94 years old and still can work on her own power. She did a lot of manual labor in the past. So if that's a contributing factor to her to help her keep it moving, then I gotta keep on doing that. I gotta make sure I'm eating right, taking vitamins. That's why last year I lost 45 pounds. I'm stabilizing now, but I need to work. I need to get start now. Just turn a little of this softness into muscle. That's what it is. I need to turn some of that into muscle because it's just firm up a little bit. I'm not saying I'm trying to be no power hungry, whatever, but just a little bit because I just want to. But I did come down from 222 20 pounds to the lowest I got down was 167. But then that's like my mom didn't like that, and yeah, so I messed back up. So I'm about 175 right now. Last time I checked, fluctuates between 175 and 180. I'm 6 feet tall, so basically I'm just close to the BMI, and I don't believe in the BMI that much because the factor is just crazy. They'll still call somebody obese if they have 5% body fat, so it's just weird. But I digress. But no, I know how to change the way I eat, which I explained earlier. I know how to do workout, and how to keep myself moving. So there's a lot of simple things we could do to have a better quality of life, but some people, we just don't do that, and that's sad. And we're not, it's hurting a lot of our bodies. And if we take and it's the same thing with like our kids and stuff, like yeah, we gotta do this with kids because our kids are getting bigger. And if the kids are getting bigger, that what that means is they are literally becoming more susceptible to a lot of diseases because they gain big. We gotta make sure treat that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, with the whole fat shaming and all that stuff. Whatever, you can say what you want to say. Because again, a lot of people who are skinny also get some bad news and get some healthy news. And I listened to a guy who's drink a lot of water, who like me drinks water, do all kind of stuff, but he found out he has testicular cancer, and that's because he pushed it to figure that stuff out. A lot of people were, because he asked the doctors question, and they were like, "Nah, it's no problem. Nah, it's no problem," and then they found out. So if we take care of ourselves and not get overweight or not be super skinny either, because you need a certain amount of weight, should be a good middle ground, then yes, that will help a lot of people from getting diagnosed with many preventable diseases. The old saying goes, preventable is way better than trying to find a cure. And that's where you should be. And looking at so many things in my age right now, and looking up, I see that we're not going through a good beginning, a good ending. So okay, let me rephrase that. Things are getting worse, and sometimes things are getting good, but it's up to how you perceive things and how you move along with it. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like you, There's simple things we could do to make our life easier. That's one of the reasons I try to do Project Over Mike. Don't take my words for the gospel. When I do the Project Over Mike, when I do it when it comes to the news and stuff like that, I mean, go out there, search it. I know everybody has a busy life. And if you think what I'm saying is wrong, go ahead and search it. I can tell you right now, majority of the time, I've been proven right many times. I have the videos and to back up what I'm saying. But in that regard, we still have a lot of situational things that can be controlled. Because again, I think my friend Thomas, who passed away, a while back, said 90% of the things, 90% is of life is things happening to you. 10% is what you could do when it happens to you. So in many cases, I sometimes take it that, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take care of this myself. That's what it is. And hopefully moving forward, I think when I get to next year, it's gonna be a big number, a big milestone. So I'll do a better video around that time. But I just want to just put my thoughts out there, and you know, declutter my brain a little bit with what I have in my mind. I have today, and see how again there's a lot of what's looking around and see how things are going. And shout outs to the people out there. So we have about 5,960 people in the chat, and thank you guys for the well wishes and the birthday. Yes, I enjoy my birthday the best I can. Yes, I had to work, but mom called me, dad called me, grandma called me, girlfriend called me. People were checking up on me and stuff like that, so it's all good, and I have nothing against that. And you know what? I was surprised by my girlfriend with a lot of stuff. So I thank you again, dear. And um, it was just a regular day per se, other than those couple of things right there. Hopefully next year something happens. I could do something. I don't know. We'll see, because it'll be a milestone kind of birthday. But thank you guys for the in the chat. Hopefully, yep. I'm just looking at all the chat stuff right there. Like I said, most of just happy birthday. Some of them is like Rico Nams, that's like from Portugal. It's like, nah, man, happy birthday. Hope you enjoy it, and we're happy that you provide some of the your podcast for us to listen to. Padora Gee from Portugal. Nope, we just like your podcast. We just like that you keep it straight with us. Not many people do that these days. Thank you. And so polite, basic, echoing almost the same thing. Happy that you clear your mind. It's good that you tell it as it is. And I agree with you. There are some people out there who just take things to be complex. Thank you. Book Sapori. Yes, it's not easy in this world. Everything moves fast, fast, fast. But there's so many times you just have to calm yourself down and get through it. Because if you get caught up by the fast-paced life, you burn out so easy. So you're correct about saying take a break once in a while, even if you have to go into your backyard. I do that just to chill with the hummingbirds in my palatial plat and just enjoy life. Hey, that's the same thing I'm saying there too. It's like I said, thank you guys for your love and well wishes, man. It's just that simple. It's not that much. It's not that much. It's a simple life. Sometimes life can really be simple. If it's up to you how you take it. Yes, when you're at work, sometimes things come fast. When you're going through certain things, it comes fast. I'm not denying that. I've been watching it. There's a thing on YouTube called Mayday. Now, I love planes, but I also like to figure out how things work, whatever. So if you are a plane nut, if you're a person who's fear of heights and flying, all that stuff, do not watch this. This is not good for you. But Others, yes, who could have this tone of heart or whatever. Yeah, I mean, for me, like right now, there's a friend of mine. She always asks me why you don't watch horror movies. Well, horror movies ain't horror movie no more. They're not. They don't scare you on. They mostly could test you, and they don't give no suspense or thriller. And I don't like that. You know. So basically, when I used to work at RDU International Airport, I saw somebody. What was it? It was a propeller. Working a plane. I saw somebody got caught up in propeller, and left nothing. It was just a haze of blood. And so when I see with test blood and all that stuff like that, it's just like it reminds me. Then it kind of makes me feel squeamish. So I get that, but when I see like miracles happen and some people die in some of this show, it makes me think like, man, tomorrow is never promised, and I always say that it is never promised. But again, if you feel stressed out, you feel time, I say take a break. Take little breaks. Go to your neighborhood. Just sit in a calm place, relax. It does a lot for you. Like the last person just said. Like Shani Sarains from Egypt. Yeah, it's not easy to take breaks sometimes, but it's well needed because even in my country, in Egypt, we have gone through many chaos, and many times I thought it was going to be the end or families members going to be lost. But I have found ways to go to my little garden in the back of my house and also relax and just enjoy the little fruits and stuff. And it's like a mind break from all the chaos. I'm with you, girl. That is so true. Michael Bates. Sometimes little breaks is like a gift God's given to you to make sure that you understand life don't have to be all hectic. You're right, Michael. And again, too many more. So again, thank you all for the well wishes. Really, I'm gonna call it an early night, and like I said, hopefully we get a next show tomorrow. Tomorrow we have basically, like I said, around close to 6,000 people watching, and thank you for the comments. Thank you for the wishes again, and help. I just like I said tonight was just one of those nights that I just like think, hey, let's just do something simple. Don't need to be don't need to be as hard hitting as before. So again, right now, I hope everybody's doing well. Do take care of your family, but mostly take care of yourself, then your family, then your friends, your neighbor. Do that. You should have a nice situation where you don't have to break down so easy. And like some of the people who just said right there, sometimes just doing a simple decompressing in your backyard, a place where you could go zone out, it's needed. Sometimes I come in the studio and just listen to music like you're hearing right now, like simple, slow music like this, and just like chill, because it's a decompressing time. But again, hope you guys are doing well. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend if y'all are not gonna join for the side chat. Hope you guys know next week, of course, Train No Chasers, Project Over Mike, side chat. See how it goes. Other than that, my friends, I wish you a good night. Remember, evil comes in all shape, color, size, creed, location, height, gender. Evil is evil, and so does good come in those same things. But also, remember, people are stupid, individuals smart. Be that smart individual and enjoy your life and take a break and do simple things. In some cases, you might get that far. And you might save you money, it might save you a headache, all that stuff. So other than that, peace out. Y'all have a good night.